Yeah, I've been getting a few letters just about, relationships and love and whatnot. And it's really nice to see other people's perspectives. But what's even nicer is no matter what you do believe in, don't believe in, the people that do write me, we're all the same. We all want to be loved, respect, valued, all that good stuff. And I think the challenge with it all is after a while, A, we start taking each other for granted, maybe. And B, you get comfortable and you forget stuff. See, and I'm really good about not forgetting stuff. That was always my issue in all my relationships. Not the one with Casey. Casey was always really good about remembering, little things. And that was part of the reason why I loved him so differently. And probably a lot, if there is a scale, a lot deeper than any other man in my life. Yeah. So anywho, we had a conversation for the first time in a long time today. And as always, it's always so wonderful to hear his cute little English accent. And I really wanted to stress to you boys and girls, and I don't care what any of you say, under 21, you're still a boy, and girls under 18, because the girl mindset thing is a little bit more vast than the men's. Don't write to me about that. And for all of us that are going through challenging emotional times right now, I'd like to say a prayer of peace. First, I did mine yesterday, and I did it again this morning. And then right after I did mine, Casey called, so thank you. But I just don't want you to stay stuck. Don't get me wrong, I cried for many a days after I realized that we're not exactly both on the same level. I consider love this, and he considers love this, or whatever. It's just symbolism. It's just symbolism. And that just wasn't in my belief system. So I chose, to just be friends. But yeah, just ripping off a scab, you can't be friends right away. You gotta let the blood coagulate, and then get hard and crusty, and then when the scab falls off slowly, then you're like, okay, yeah, okay, you got 5 minutes, okay, come on, And I would hope for everybody that it can be that way. Even the man, that raped and beat me, Keith Bolden, I'll never forget. Even today, I have love for him today, because I know he was really retarded. And, he just he was just out of his mind. And I can forgive you for that, just as I forgive myself for my part of it. Yeah, I stuck around more than once. Yeah, my bad. But hey, 3 times in compared to most women that stayed with their man for 40 years, I think I did pretty good. Anyway, I am saying this because, love is just a word. Like the dude in Matrix said, love is just a word. It's really all that stuff that's behind it. And next time, let's make sure that my definition is the same as yours, because my definition of love is a deed that turns into an emotion. That's what love is to me. And if you cannot do the simple things that I've asked you to do, for whatever reason, then to me that is not love. So see, young ones, that's why we got to make sure we both have the same definition of love. He might love you, but he loves you how he knows to love you. He doesn't know anything about remembering your birthday and sending, red roses on Valentine's Day. He wasn't taught like that, maybe. I don't know. That's why we need to find out what her definition of love is. And I think you already know, you've seen a lot of my videos. When I say he and she, I mean all of them. You know, the rainbow of relationships. He, she, it, they, them, those, all of them. Yeah. We're only one race. We're a human race, okay? And you either got an innie or an outie, or you got both. But in case, it don't matter. Love is love. It's a word. It's whatever you choose to do with that word that is going to turn into this, that's going to turn into, that's going to turn into, just going to turn into. And I say this because I love all my sisters deeply, but they are different than my brothers. My brothers are the eternal givers, and you know, they throw down the coat on the puddle so the lady can walk up. They do. They just do. And by that token, it's not so good that in the fact that when they got divorced, two times, oh, he's still married. My other brother's on the other side. You know, to give the wife the house, the whole house, the brand new cars, the credit cards. You know, by the same token, giving too much is not good either. You have to have balance. You have to have balance for yourself. You have to have balance in all areas of your life in order to progress in life. Yes, thus I've done 1,000-some videos, because I watch my videos and I'm like, oh, Tasha, over there you said da-da-da, and then over here you said da-da-da. So, you know, what's it going to be? Okay. Having suffered on my own, I wish that I could take away the suffering all you kids, because it really isn't any fun. And I know we have to all learn our lessons, how we learn our lessons, and go through it and realize you can't hang on to a boy because yesterday some psychic told you you're supposed to be together, and then now, a year, 2, 3, 5 years later, you're totally unhappy. Oh, but the psychic said we're supposed to be together. You know, sometimes, you know, just like me, I get sad, you know, these people come in my life and then they leave. And yeah, anyway, so, you know, like they're saying, season, a reason, a time. Maybe they're only supposed to be there for that long to teach you whatever the reason, and it's time to let go. I don't know what your circumstance is, but I'm saying, you know, afterwards, after all the hurt and pain and, you know, the scab falls off because the skin is healed over, you know, you can continue to respect that person, love that person, because we're human. We know that there's different forms of love. You don't love your ex like you love your man now or woman now, but you love them for the lessons they taught you. You love them still because that emotion is still there. All the little umbilical cords of love are still there. It's not any fun at all just continuing to hate people. What do you think you're going to get back? Our responsibility in our own hand, you know? Yeah. Honey loves me. I love it. I just love it. My little angel. Watch it over me. Come on, my little angel. So, you know, it ain't never easy. But you know what does make it a little easier? Is you make it up your mind. Next time, I'm going to hurt a little less. Next time, I'm going to hurt a little less. I'm going to let go faster. I'm going to hurt less faster. I'm going to let go faster. I'm going to hurt less faster. You know? So, because you know, boys and girls, you think, oh wow, when I get to be 50 years old, yeah, it's going to be a piece of cake, and me and Robbie will have been together for, you know, years, and we're going to have grandkids, and we're going to, no. I think maybe 1 out of 100 million works out like that. Okay, 1 out of 1,000, I'll be positive, actually work out like that, and power to those that it does work like that. But for the rest of us that it doesn't work like that, just keep trying. Just keep trying. You say, oh well, all black men are dogs, all white men are dogs, all nothing. It doesn't, no. Because you haven't dated every single black man in the world. You haven't dated every single white man in the world. Whatever. All of nothing is nothing, you know. That person isn't that person that hurt you, so stop categorizing people and just love yourself enough to let it go. You're the one bumping your head, you know, let go. Choose to love them anyway, you know. Right now, if Casey needed anything, you know, I'd be on the next plane out. For real. If you needed something, I'd be on the next plane out. Why not? You know, we all can't just go around spreading hate. Example, that little boy who put that stuff on my profile, I don't even know him. Yet he feels the need to just bash people. And, you know, talk mean. I don't care how cute he is or isn't. If you do ugly, you're ugly. You do good, you look good. Pretty is as pretty does. You know? But it doesn't matter. I don't wish any negative upon anybody. Anybody. It doesn't do any good. So you know what? I'm gonna love you anyway. Not like I love my Casey, but I'm gonna love you anyway. And you just gotta work through it, because I'm not gonna stop loving. I'm not gonna. You know, I might be, you know, lonely right now because I'm single, and I miss buying, you know, presents and stuff for, you know, my husband, my wife, whoever. So, you know, there's only like 5 people I really bought something for. Including, you know, like beads or whatever to make them their favorite necklace or whatever that they didn't even know about, because I asked them about it 2 months ago. You know, so it's love. Just choose love. It's just as easy. It's your choice. Flip the switch. Choose love. Yeah, he beat you yesterday, but you know what? Maybe he got some therapy, got over it. Maybe, you know, for you, you know, boys and boys, you know, I don't know, girls, we always think that boys are different emotionally. They're not different emotionally. They just don't talk about it like we do. You know, I think, you know, I mean, I have 5 sons. I listen to all of them speak on their feelings. They're the same as girls. No matter if they're gay, straight, purple, polka dot, it doesn't matter. We all have emotions. What do you choose to do with those emotions? I choose just to love, because you know what? If I said I love you once, that would make me a liar to say that I don't now, today. You a liar? I don't care if she threw a mean vase at you and caused you to get 12 stitches. You loved her at some point. You loved him at some point. That doesn't have to stop because you're with a different person. It changes, it morphs, you know, into something else, but that love is still there. Some of that vibration is still there. Ping-ponging back and forth on each human. You know, let's just play ping-pong with love. You know, got a little pink ball? Let's just keep up the love, keep up the love, keep up the love, because you're different than me. If you were like me, I probably wouldn't love you to begin with. But still, a labyrinth. You know, a labyrinth is like a human-sized maze, right? So you go in one point, and you got to go through the corner to, yeah. You come in here, you get in the middle, and you get frustrated. You coulda, shoulda, woulda. Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Well, if you love me, you do this. No, you're different than me. You're not me. That's why I love you. You know, that's why I love Casey, because he's not me. We both big old huge freaks. And that's one of the main things I loved about him. But I still love that about him. You know, because we can have a freaky ass conversation about things and hang up and be, you know, hard and wet and slobbering and everything, you know, and it's all good. You know, it's still all good like that. You know, just you turn left and ran into a bush, and I turned, you know, right, and I went around and I reached the end of the maze first, and you still stuck in the middle. That's okay. I'm not gonna stop loving you. I just love you differently. You know. So thanks, Casey, for calling. Get my morning started sweetly. Let's say, yeah. I wish the whole world could just love. And stop being afraid of each other, because you know, people wherever there's a war going on someplace. So why you gotta hate me and shoot me? Because I'm a fat black chick. That's THET. You don't. But the last fat black chick you ran into had a gun and killed your son. That's not me. That's me. That's not me. You know, let's sit down. We could talk about it. You know, fuck it. Let's go have a good meal and go shopping together, and we can discuss it as we going down the shoe aisle. Something. But I'm telling you this about that, young ones. Whatever you give out is what you're going to get back. Trust me. Do your own test. I have love in my life. See how many girls want to date you. See how many boys want to date you. Whatever the case may be. You know? Yeah. So thanks, Casey, you know, for brightening my day. Thank you, Pat, for brightening my night. Go love yourself.